So there we have it, that's our creamy blue cheese herby meatballs and a little bit of mashed potato. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today a really tasty meatball recipe. We are going to do a creamy blue cheese herby meatballs, and I'm going to do a nice little creamy blue cheese sauce. Serve it over mashed potatoes. Oh, come on. First job for us, breadcrumbs, milk in there. Little stir in. We want the breadcrumbs to soak up that milk. We're going to give it a couple of minutes. Let it soak up. Now for this one today, we're going to make it so simple. You can use any mincemeat. Pork, beef, chicken, turkey, up to you. You could probably even do it with lamb. Okay, that is our meat. We're going to chuck that in there. Okay, it doesn't get any easier really. All we're doing is making meatballs. So in there with a little bit of salt. In there, a nice blob of black pepper. Up to you if you're seasoning to taste. In there, garlic. Yes, you can use garlic powder if you so wish. Today's herbs are Italian herbs. A nice little pinch of herbs in there. Probably about a teaspoon actually. Blue cheese. Any brand, any make, up to you. Blue cheese. Egg. In there. Breadcrumbs. In there. And now these have quite solid up a little bit now. Look, they've got a bit of texture to them. With that milk. Absorb the milk in there. So it's a gloves on, or it's wet hands, oiled hands, anything like that. Bring the mixture together to actually make the meatballs. Hands in, mix up. Now you could go for fresh parsley in here, you could put fresh herbs in. I just like the flavour of Italian herbs in meatballs. A nice little squidge in, make sure that blue cheese is distributed amongst all that meat. Now obviously if you don't like blue cheese, you're not making this. There's no substitute. This is a creamy blue cheese herby meatball recipe. So we're using blue cheese. And then it's a case of making meatballs. About 1 inch to 2 inch round, something like that. On one side. Now you could weigh all these out if you wanted to. That's up to you. Once made up like this, you can freeze these. Get them in the freezer. Freeze them up to the side, slightly hard and semi-frozen, and then put them in a bag. Try and get as much air out as possible, and put them back in the freezer again. Today we will be frying. If you want to oven cook, get them in a shallow dish with some oil, oven cook them, but we're frying. That's as good as it's going to get today. That's our meatballs. Oil in a pan, whatever oil you normally use. Put a flame on. We want to be heating up the oil, but you don't have to heat it too high. Just heat it up, and then we're going to put our meatballs in there. Okay. And if you have to cook them in batches, don't worry. Cook them in batches. Okay, so we want to be turning them over. What a nice little golden colour all the way around the meatball. And we're just going to work it till we get a nice little bit of colour on there. Okay, when you've got a nice little bit of colour on there like that, we'll take them out. They look fantastic. Just take them out. Now you can keep them warm, you can put them in an oven, it depends what you want to do. We're not bothered, we're going to reheat these back in the sauce. So it's entirely up to you. Oven, put them in something with a lid on, or you just reheat in the sauce like we're going to do. Fabulous. Okay, we have quite a lot of oil there that we don't want. Take a tub in there. Make a decision. Do you want all those bits in the bottom of your pan? I don't. Let's get rid of them. So just rub some kitchen towel around. It'll absorb up all the rubbish, and we just dispose of it any which way that you normally do. And then we're going to crack on with the sauce. It's a nice straightforward one in there. Butter. We are making a roux and then the cream sauce. Get your butter sizzling away in there. Not too hot as such, because we're making a roux. In with some flour. Now you don't have to wait and wait and wait. Just nice little cooking in there. Cook out the rawness of the flour. Nice and steady. When you've cooked that rawness out of that flour and it's starting just to turn a little bit browner there, look, in with our stock. Whether you use chicken stock, beef stock, veg stock, up to you. Let's start to incorporate that in there. Okay, in with our blue cheese. You know, we're making a blue cheese sauce, it's got to go in. Start to melt that in there. Nice little stir on. Season to taste. I'll just a little bit of black pepper. Don't need anything else. Cheese is salty enough. Stock's got salt in. Let's just stick with a nice sauce without over salting it. There's a lovely blue cheese colour in there, look. Just melt that in. Nice and steady. Flame's not too high at all. We can't work on a high flame for this one. And then you want to be going in with your cream. Now, we always say heavy cream. But you know, everybody that's cooking in a restaurant or anything like that normally uses a cooking whipping cream. It does both jobs. So nice and steady, just bring that cream in there. Bring it back up to temperature. Now we got a few little bubbles going on there, look. Now we do not want to boil this sauce at all. We want that little bit of simmer going on there with those few little bubbles. let's put our meatballs back in. There we have it. Now just simmer that in there for a good 5 or 6 minutes. The meatballs are actually not cooled down as such, you know, but we're just going to let that sauce sticking around there a little bit. Any juices from the meatballs are going to come in there. And we're going to end up with a lovely, creamy, blue cheese, herby meatballs. Okay, and when it's warmed through for a few minutes, that sauce is nice and warm. So you can actually spoon the sauce over the meatballs if you want the meatballs all in the sauce. Like that. Or you could just leave it so you've got some meatballs showing when you serve. And you spoon over the top. Up to you. Okay, I think we're ready to serve. Okay, on there with our mashed potatoes. Nice little one of those in there. On there with some meatballs. Now we've got these lovely meatballs that we covered in sauce, so we're going to put these on. We're not going to waste them. And then we want a couple of meatballs like that. A little bit of sauce on there. And then a little bit of greenery on there. Just a little bit of colour. And we're ready to go. So there you are, that's a nice steady cook. We haven't really done anything, have we? We've cooked it all in a one pan, if you like. Apart from the mashed potatoes. Come on, in here. Our lovely herby meatballs. With that blue cheese in there. Oh, come on. Oh, there's no words. That flavour with the Italian herbs is just amazing. That is truly flavour bursting. Really, really delicious. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, share with your friends. Tell them all about the creamy blue cheese herby meatballs. Flavour is incredible. If you like what we're doing, it's a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.